In the last video, we have seen why do we study the CPM and PERT, and we have seen that to find out the project duration and the critical activities, we need to study this CPM and PERT. Okay, now we have to look for some of the definitions. First is project. So what is a project? It is a combination of numbers of activities which are interrelated with each other in such a way that some of the activities cannot be started unless some of the activities have been completed. So in our last slide we have seen that some of the activities, for example, in the last slide if you remember, that the party items we cannot start it unless the last two activities has been completed. What is an activity? It is a job or task within the project which has some duration and is represented by an arrow with circle at the both ends. So we have seen the activity. So this was arrow. For example, the activity was cake and it has some durations which was 8 minutes and with two notes, one at the starting and one at the finishing notes. What are the different types of activities? So we have two types of activity. One is predecessor and the second was successor activity. So for in this diagram, we can say that A and B are predecessors of C. Similarly, C is successor of both A and B. Okay. What is an arrow diagram? So we have seen in our example that it was cake here and it has some duration. So cake was activity and the duration was 8 minutes. Let's say this is ith node and this is some jth node. So and this arrow it representing that the activity is starting from this I and ending at j. So this is arrow diagram which gives the activity name, activity duration, and the direction of where it is starting and where it is finishing that activity. What is event? It represents a point of time which indicates starting of an activity and finishing of an activity. So here this is starting of an activity and this is finishing of an activity. So these circular things are called as events or nodes. Types of events. First is merge event. So when two or more of the activities are merging at same node, at one node, then it is merge event. The second one is burst event. When two or more of the activities are starting from the same node. Now, to draw this network diagram, we need to follow some of the guidelines. All the project or network diagram should have only one start point and one end point. This is important. When we draw this diagram, we have to keep this in mind that there should be only one start point and one end point. Okay, whenever we do any activity, we have to start at only one point and it should complete only at one finishing point. Arrow should be kept straight. The flow of diagram should be left to right. So if you want, you can go from right to left, that depends, but here we are looking for left to right. Once the diagram is completed, the numbering of nodes should be from left to right. Since we have drawn the diagram from left to right, that's why we have to fill the numbers of the nodes from left to right. Each activity must have a tail and a head event. That two nodes, so these two nodes, these are the tail event and head event. So every activity must have a tail and head event. It doesn't matter whether it is merging or bursting, for example this one, but it has one tail event and one head event. There should not be more than one activity which shares same tail and head node. What does it mean? That if two activities are there, so this is activity A and there is one more activity, let's say here this is B. So we should not draw any activity like this. Only one activity should be there. That's why this dummy activity has been introduced. So we cannot write this one, this is wrong. So we will use dummy activity. I will let you know after this slide at how to draw this dummy activity. An activity which does not consume any resource or time but is merely used to maintain precedence relationship, and it is represented by dotted line. So we will see that this definition. We use this dummy activity on two occasions. First, when more than one arrow leaves the same node and arrives at the another node. So in the last diagram we have seen that there are two activity which is sharing same starting node and same ending node. So here we will use the dummy activity. For example, this one. This is wrong. We should not draw like this. So here how to draw this dummy activity? See here. Okay, so this is activity A, this is activity B, and this is dummy activity which is represented by dotted arrow. And it does not consume any time or resources. So duration here it will be 0. Second occasion is when one activity depends upon two preceding activities and another activity depends only upon one of these two preceding activities. What does it mean? You see here, this C, it depends on B as well as A. So C is depending on A and B, right? But this D is depending only on B, not on A. So how to draw this diagram? So there we have introduced dummy activity. Again, C is depending upon both A and B. So you might think that we can draw something like this, that okay, C is depending. Okay, so let's try. So this is A and C is depending both on, so this is C. Okay, C is depending both on A and B, and D is depending only on B. But how to draw this D? If you cannot draw here. What does it mean? That D is depending on nothing. There is no any predecessor activity. So this is wrong. You cannot draw here like this, that D is depending here. But if you see here, it means D is depending on both A and B. So this is also wrong. So what is the correct one? So this is the correct one. That's why we use dummy activity. Okay. Now every network diagram has some errors. First is looping. What is the meaning of looping? When there is repetition of activities. Okay, what does it mean that, okay, so A has been completed, after D completed, C, then B. Again, this is moving from left to right, right? So again this D is repeating, C is repeating, B is repeating. So this is an error in a network diagram. Second is dangling. When there are two or more than two starting or finishing node. Here you will see there are two finishing nodes. So this is an error in network diagram, and a network diagram should have only one starting point and one ending point. Let's see how to draw this network diagram. Okay, so we have some activities from A to H and we have some predecessor, right? So what is the meaning of predecessor? That this activity A is the starting activity, second activity B, it is after it is following this activity A. So see here how to draw this network diagram. So first of all we will write here, we will draw this activity A. Since there is no any predecessor, so this is a starting activity. Second is activity B, which with predecessor A. So this is B with predecessor A. Now the third one is C and predecessor A only. So that's why A. If it has been written B, then it should have started from here. Okay. Next is D with predecessor B. So this is activity D with immediate predecessor, actually. Not only predecessor but immediate predecessor. Okay. Next, E has both B and C. Now you see there is one E and it has both B and C. How to draw this? Correct. Here we have to use dummy activity. See here. So this is dummy activity which represents that okay, that E is following B and C as well. Next, F has E only. So this is F E. Now why I have merged here? Because in of the next activity predecessor. So G has both D and F. That's why here G has both D and F. And finally H G. So this is a network diagram. This is how to draw a network diagram using predecessor. Okay, and now we will go for critical path method CPM, and we will find out that what are the different definitions and how to find out project durations. I will show you shortcut method also where you don't need to draw this network diagram. And without drawing this network diagram, you will able to find out what is the critical path. What is critical path as well as what is the project duration.